I'm Michael Anoja, and my default creation for history is a YouTube video. So the preamble premise I'll be connecting to today is promoting the general welfare. So the historical example I chose was the stock market crash of 1929, and the present day example I chose was an article about how the CDC announced a $200 million plan to track coronavirus variants by the New York Times. Okay, so during the stock market crash of 1929, people bought stocks on margin and cannot pay them back. So let's say I have $50 and I want to buy a stock worth $500. I will put down 10%, which would be my $50, and then I would wait for the stock to either appreciate or depreciate in value. And over time, I would lose money because the stock did not appreciate. So then my second point is speculation rose. Speculation rose prices throwing off balance. So let's say me and a group of friends all invest in one stock. Let's say Disney. And let's say we all see that it's rising quickly, and we all invest all our money. Let's say $10,000 total or more, and that's how much value of the stock's on the market, and we buy out the whole market for it. So then over time, if it depreciates, we all lose our money, and yeah, that would be bad. So then my third point is that many companies / banks failed, and that led to the Great Depression. So yeah, again, companies would fail as many goods were produced too much for the economy, and then banks would close as many people would withdraw their money to invest in the stock market or something, and banks would close. So now yeah, so for the CDC, for my present example about the CDC, my first quote is, "It's a starting point," said Dr. Armstrong. The more we sequence above that, the more quickly we'll be able to pick up these variants. So this is how they're trying to track how the coronavirus mutates and spreads as it moves across countries. So they're trying to get more research done about the small variations in the genome or DNA of the strands, and they're trying to figure out which ones are really bad to target those first, and then also target the smaller ones over time. Okay, so then my second quote is, "It's not always just the thing in front of you, it's what's coming around the corner." This is talking about the whole movement or stopping the coronavirus in general. It's going to take more than just research and all that. It's going to take people are going to need to be educated about it, to wear their mask, social distance, and know that together we will make it through this. So then traits shared by both of these events are that people are struggling. So during the Great Depression, people didn't have money and the government wasn't doing enough for them. And now, during present times, some people still don't have money, jobs, and are sick and dying. And my second shared point is that legislation. Presidents are going to become more involved. So during the Great Depression, Herbert Hoover was still president, and he did not want to get involved with his people. And then when FDR came into power, he did all that stuff, the New Deal, to speed up the country's rise. And then now that Biden is president, everything is signing bills every day. He's doing all this stuff to make sure that everyone is safe and we will move forward past the virus. So then my shared point is, how much can the government really do? So back in the 1930s, people didn't really think the government was all that, because President Hoover did not do enough for his people and used the laissez-faire approach of just letting them figure it out, and he had some programs, but they didn't really do much to fix the problem. And then now We know that the government can do a lot, as the government like influences like how the whole nation moves and works. So my last shared point is how people react to crisis. So in the 1930s, people were quick to, be sad, panic and do all these things like withdraw their money. But now people, everyone's still going to be afraid of some things, and they have reason to. But now people are a lot smarter and know to stay calm during crisis. Okay, so how these relate to promoting general welfare. So during the 1930s and the stock market crash, people were jobless, they were sad, they were mad, angry, all these things, and they weren't happy as people. So like that moved us farther back from general welfare. But now the CDC and government and people are just doing a lot more as like coming together as people to like get out of the Great Depression. Not the Great Depression, coronavirus. They're doing a lot more as a team to, limit everything, follow all the regulations and standards, and we're moving closer to the general welfare of everyone. So yeah, that was my video. Bye.